What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan 1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I've been really excited for, but I've never really had the money or the chance to really obtain this figure until a couple days ago, and I saw him in my local Walmart, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. So if you haven't seen the promo for it, you'll know that it is. If you haven't, then you don't know what this figure is, but if you have seen it, then you would know. We're going to be taking a look at Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Grimlock. I'm really excited to be bringing this to you guys because this is one that when I saw the previews for it, when I saw it at, I believe it was either TomiCon or something like that, they were showing it off at a Japan Expo a long time ago. There was a YouTube video on it, and it was just really cool. I thought they were all masterpiece figures because of the way that they looked. I mean, they didn't have the Studio Series boxes around. They just had the figures. They didn't have the boxes. They didn't have any logos and or branding names saying otherwise. But here's the box, and I really do dig the box. It has a good CGI version of Grimlock, and it's got Age of Extinction logo here. And it's got the Transformers logo and the Authenticity and the Takara logo. Then on the top you got Transformers Age of Extinction. On the side you've got Grimlock. On the other side you've got Grimlock Studio Series number 7. He is number 7 in the line. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. And on the back, he does come with a brief bio, and it says, freed from his confines, Grimlock unleashes massive Dinobot force. Yeah. That's what it literally says. I mean, pretty much. So there's that, and then it shows some of the cross sales over here, and then it shows you something that I really enjoy about the Studio Series. Something I'm actually really excited to be bringing to you guys. It does come. If I can get this. There we go. Oh, there's the instructions as they disappear. Comes with a backdrop. You take this, fold it out, then it comes with the Hong Kong Pursuit Battle, but for all intents and purposes I'm going to be leaving mine in the box, but I will be getting at that later. Anyways, moving right on to the figure, here is Leader Class Grimlock. Now this is a major improvement on Grimlock. I have to say, this is probably my favorite Age of Extinction character possible from the Studio Series line. I'm really excited to be bringing this to you. The only thing that most fans have and most people nitpick about is that he is super duper gappy. On my copy of the toy, this piece right here does not want to stay up. Like, literally, like I can barely get it to do that. But anyways, let's come in and take a look at this awesome head sculpt here, this dino head sculpt here. I dig that. I think it's really cool. It's got some nice airbrushing on the sides, and I really like the dino feet. I think it looks really nice. I really do. I really think the dino feet look really cool. Major improvement on the tail. I think the tail also looks really good. So now we're going to get into some comparisons between the only screen-accurate Age of Extinction toy of Grimlock, which would be the Leader Class Platinum Edition one, which came with a Leader Class Grimlock and a Leader Class Optimus Prime. The Optimus Prime was chromed out and everything, and this is what Grimlock ended up looking like. So this is the one. I call this the Last Night one because for the Last Night we didn't get a Leader Class Grimlock because, let's put it this way, he didn't transform in the Last Night at all. But as you can see, there is a major difference between the two. And if you had to give me a choice, I have to. Is it without any question? You guys probably already know what my answer is going to be. This guy, definitely. This guy, hand over fist. This guy over this guy any other day of the week. But as you can see, he also is a bit bigger than his Age of Extinction counterpart, which I just think this guy looks amazing, and this guy could be worse. Moving right along to another comparison, here we go with the other Dinobot being, or with the, not the other Dinobot, the other Grimlock that was released. This is the Toys R Us exclusive one. This being the Voyager class Grimlock from Age of Extinction, with his weapon as the tailpiece. I know a lot of people don't like his tailpiece being long, but I think it was okay. But I like this one better, and because these are the only other two Dinobots I have, here he is with Slug. Don't mind the background noise, that is just the rain that is pounding on my roof. But here's Slug, or Slog, or no, not Slug, or not Slog. This is Slug. So yeah, that. And here he is with Age of Extinction Snarl. This guy was not featured in the movie, but hey, could be worse. As you can see, these deluxe classes are very small compared to this ginormous thing. Now, I would get into some other comparisons from the shelf behind me and off to my side and off to the upper left of, or upper right of me. You're doing off the track. There we go. Anyways, so without further ado, we're going to get into transformation, and I do have to say, with these new studio series, I have to say the transformations are a bit simpler, but I mean, I'll take simplicity for the screen accuracy any day of the week. I mean, it still looks amazing. You can never get enough. I cannot get enough of this. Anyways, but before we do with that, we can get into some articulation. His legs are on a double joint here, so they can do about a little more than 180 degrees of bend towards the back. You can only go forward about that far as I show you the wrong leg. So here's 90 degrees bend there, and the thighs can only move back and forth, not very far. This is on a swivel, only due to transformation, but that's pretty much it for the rest of this. Before we do get into this, I do have to say, let's get a good look at that tail. I mean, that tail just looks amazing, I have to say. So without further ado, let's get into transforming this guy and see how amazing this thing actually looks like in robot mode. So, for Grimlock, I mean, more in depth on camera, you can actually see him a bit better this time. So, without further ado, let's get into transforming this guy. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this and untab the lower jaw from the dino head, and you're going to take the dino head and you're going to accordion it back and off to an angle. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to check something real quick. And we're back. Sorry, I had to check something. I had to check my email real quick. I just got a notification for something. And then after we do that, then we can take the bottom piece here, or correction, this bottom piece here, and it will, there we go, and undid that, and then leave that off to the side. Second verse, not like the first, as MGO316 said on his review. You're going to want to take these side panels right here, flip them up, and they're going to form the fake dino head, or the other side of the dino head. Take his tail bit, fold that inward to form the mace handball thing, and then take on the other arm, I forgot to finish the other arm, take the lower jaw and accordion it back and forward, and then take his little dino hands and fold them up towards the center like that. So now what you're left with is something that looks like this, like a Hydra, kinda, not really. But anyways, so then I'm going to, let's see if I can get this on camera really well. We're going to take these sections, untab them. Don't worry about his crotch piece. His crotch piece comes off very, very loosely because it is on a small little friction joint. Take that and untab all of that and let it dangle. Do the same thing on the other side. Untab, let it dangle. Now we can take this arm and move it out. Flip it back. Man, that storm is getting really bad outside. Sorry about that, folks. Background noise, not fun. Not fun for any video. But then after that, you're going to take this and you're going to swing it around, and then I don't like this piece. This is the one piece on the figure I wish I could change, is the crotch piece, because the crotch piece does not work very well. It works well, but it doesn't like to stay in. So then put this back like so. Come on. There we go. Like so, and then keep that. Okay, then we're going to rotate the waist, and then these sections here, you're just going to want to kind of bring them in a bit. Actually, you're going to want to accordion these thigh pieces down, and then bring these two. I will get that piece in a second. And then bring these two pieces up till they clip in together. They do clip in together, but this joint is very, very tight, and it's not easy to mess with. That was not planned or scripted. Sorry. Megatron, you stay on the wall. Okay. Then, after that's done, gotta make sure everything stays in place. Give me 1 second. Mine's having issues. Alright, so got that. I got these legs all tabbed in together. They do tab in right at the crotch here, and then this piece just kind of folds down, and then if you can get it all just to sit correctly, then it all would look so much nicer. If I could just get all of this stuff put into place. Okay. Dang it. Give me 1 second. Everything's falling apart on me now. And we're back. Sorry about that. I was having issues. And then we're going to work on the legs. I'm going to take these. You're going to want to bring this forward so you feel friction bit into place. And then you're going to want to take the leg, bring it all the way up, come to the back section here, fold out the toe, rotate the foot, and there you have a foot already done. Looks kind of beautiful if you ask me. Do the same thing on the other side. Untab, bring it in, fold down as the crotch piece keeps falling off. There's the one issue I have with mine, folks, is that the crotch plate does not want to stay put. There we go. So bring the foot back, bring this all the way back down, and then nope, we don't want to rotate the leg. Rotate the foot. Push this bit up. And then, this is the only flaw that I think this suffers from a little bit. Pull this forward, flip this out, push it back until you hear it clip into place. Pull this little horn up. Make sure everything is all fine and dandy looking. Okay. And there you have Grimlock in his robot mode. Now, I do have to say this about Grimlock, and I don't like this stupid crotch plate piece. It's the one thing that I really don't like. It's just the one piece I could care less about. Mine does not like staying in place. But there you go. There's Grimlock. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about all the frequent pausing. I had to do it because the crotch piece on my Grimlock kept falling off and falling on the floor, and it's just one of the pieces I would change on this figure for better, honestly. It's just, it has its flaws, it really does, but it also has its high points too, which I do have to say, for a leader class figure, this is an absolute must-have. There are third parties that are fixing this fisted ball of doom here. I think it's looking okay. I think it looks fine with me because he didn't have two hands in the movie. He did not have two hands in the movie. I mean, everybody thought he was like, oh, he's got hands and he's got a club and he's got a this and that. I'm like, no, well, he had his club, which I can say yes he had, but in his other hand he had this. That's all he had. So in terms of movie accuracy, you guys, I give this I would give this one a B+ to an A- because I absolutely love the way that this looks. The only nitpicks I really have with it is that they didn't paint this. They didn't paint anything on the mace hand, I suppose. Like you can see, they did not paint anything. They painted the arm, but they didn't paint this. That's one thing. The second thing is this crotch plate is very loose. Easily losable, but 8 out of 10. I have to say that this is definitely an 8 out of 10 and a must-have. And if you guys don't know my scale on movie accurate toys, my scale is anything over a 6 gets a must-have. Anything under a 5 is like, yeah, I wouldn't purchase it again, or I might get rid of it. But in terms of articulation, his arms are on a swivel joint. Only problem is they're not, the elbows are not on a ball joint. They are on a inside joint, so they can only fold inside one direction, and they can't fold back outward. I'm not going to cry about that. This one, however, does have a little bit more articulation due to transformation. But there's nothing I can really do about that. I do like the incorporation of the dino heads on both of his arms, on both of his shoulders this time, instead of splitting the dino head. That kind of ruined it. But I think this absolutely is an awesome figure and a must-have for any collector of Transformers. So I really think that this is a good thing to own. One thing that I do have to say is really amazing about this figure is that the size does not bug me at all. It is leader class size, and for those who don't know, the more, how shall we say, the newer leader class figures, I suppose, the newer ones, like, they're almost the size of a Voyager. Like, it's kind of pathetic, really. The newer Voyagers, or the newer leader class figures are scaled down to look like Voyagers, and this does not disappoint. It really does not. I think this is an absolute great representation of Grimlock for Age of Extinction. I know they're working on the Bayformers Transformers right now. They're going over the old ones, like, for example, the Camaro Bumblebee. That was one they redid. I think they redid Ratchet as well. They also redid, let's see, what other good ones did they redo? They also redid Voyager, Blades Optimus Prime, the Voyager Battle Blades Optimus Prime. They redid that one. They also redid Voyager Megatron. They also did redid Voyager Brawl. Which Brawl, for those who don't know, the original Brawl did not have was not a Voyager class. And in the movie, I have to say this one thing, that I can't even fathom that Michael Bay did this. Michael Bay called Brawl in the movie Devastator. And Devastator, as you all know, was redone in the second movie as the actual Devastator with the Constructicons. But, anyways, enough about me rambling about Studio Series and how great it is. This is the one Studio Series figure that I have to say is like a must-have. If you really want to go that extra mile for authenticity, this is the one to go for. I would not recommend purchasing the original Grimlock because it's not the greatest per se, and the American release version looks like crap. The one that I showed previously was the Platinum Edition one, which was right around the price range of $50 to $60, maybe $70 if we're counting US. But anyways, that's enough about me in the Studio Series and the old toy lines. This is Thomas Channel 1 saying don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below about what Studios figure you want me to do next. I'm definitely looking forward to doing another Studio Series. The next one that I have on my list to get is the next one I have on my list to get would be, I think it's the Voyager Megatron. Yeah, I think it's the Voyager Megatron and the and the new Bumblebee movie series figures. Which, if you don't know, if you want to get your Bumblebee, if you want to get your new the brand new Bumblebee movie toys, you can buy them on eBay. You can buy the Volkswagen Bumblebee for right around $40 to $50, but then again, that you're going to be dropping $40 to $50 on a deluxe class, and that's something that I just can't do. But anyways, thank you for watching. This is Thomas on 1, and saying goodbye for now, and peace.